Hey everyone, I feel I have to provide this little disclaimer for my own sanity from future comments. What you're about to watch is not the reenactment. This is the process of creating the reenactment. Yesterday we had parts 1 and 2 where I worked on the Sarah portions. Those are members only videos. If you miss out on them because you're not a member, it's fine. You're going to see the full recreation at the end, but membership on the other hand is only $1. So if you really want to see him, I try to provide stuff for the members. Anyway, today we're going to be layering in the Brian portion of the cross-examination testimony against the pre-recorded Sarah stuff I did yesterday that is already layered in. And then the last part will be Josh Martell. We've already got Danielle Chavon in as the judge, so you'll probably recognize her voice. So we will see how it goes. Hopefully it records. Yesterday I only got one recording. But yeah, this entire stream is for fun. If you don't like fun, if you're expecting to see the full trial itself, don't watch the video. That's simple. All right. To everyone else, here we go. Okay, everyone, let me see. Where's my screen? There it is. Before we start here, just let's give it a moment of silence for Wendy, whose upcoming indictment will be probably within the next week. In the arms of the angels. Oh man, that was bad defense. It was annoying. Husband is in quotes. Husband is in quotes. All right, everyone. Yeah, she was just found guilty. What else do you need to know? Like that wasn't going to happen. Don't worry, cray for Krennic. Anyway. Yeah, so again, this is just the creation portion. This is not the final product. Those who were members only saw the first two portions where I was just doing Sarah yesterday. And now now I've got that cut up, so now I have to read in the Brian portion. There will be starts and stops. There will be breaking the fourth wall, right? It's not a finished product here. But let's see, where's my set? So, is it this one? Yeah, okay.
All right, Miss Boone, do you have any questions for Mr. Boone?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you may inquire.
Your Honor, is there a particular order I'm supposed to follow?
I'm sorry, I can't understand you.
Is there a particular order I'm supposed to follow in regards to items or topics?
Ordinarily, you don't have to stay in any particular order. You just need to ask him questions regarding anything he just testified about. But to save time,
Okay.
if you have any additional stuff, are you okay with her going out instead of calling him? All right, so no order, and you can ask him any questions based on the testimony he just gave or any of the issues that you're raising or your positions in the case, okay?
Ms. Boone?
Thank you. Brian. When have you ever included me since my incarceration of February 2020 in any way decisions at all regarding our son?
I mean, there haven't really
been any huge decisions.
COVID wasn't a huge decision?
Well,
no, we did. You told me that you did not want him to be vaccinated, which scared the crap out of me that you thought that.
Relocation?
What's that?
Relocation. You never talked to me about COVID. You never talked to me about relocation. Have you ever included me in a major decision-making questions?
Well, yes.
Yes,
and I disagreed with you.
When was the last time you answered a phone call of mine?
Quite a while.
Why do you not answer my phone calls when I attempt to communicate with you?
Because I don't care to talk to you.
So in regards to our son, you do not want to communicate with me?
If there's a conversation you want to have about Lucas, you're welcome to have it with me. That's not what you call for.
What else is that I call for?
To yell about
being at me about some random thing, or tell me that I need to buy things for.
You do realize, Brian Calloway Boone, you are under oath.
I do.
When was the last time you ever answered a tablet message?
I've never answered a tablet message.
Including from Orange County 5 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Why is that?
Because I didn't want to.
So you do not want to speak to me on the phone, and you do not want to answer tablet messages?
Yes.
How else do you propose you and I communicate, being the parents of our son?
I'm not sure what it is you wanted to communicate about him.
Major decisions are one.
For instance?
Also the fact, when have you ever responded to any of my letters that I've written you from no response or answer on phone call?
What? Like in the mail letters?
A handwritten letter, yes, that I have mailed you.
I don't think you've done that in like 4 years.
4 years.
You just told me 2 weeks ago that you received mine in regards to the visitation applications that I sent you.
Well, yes.
That wasn't a letter to me. That was an envelope with some applications in it.
In the parenting plan, it says that you are not to use the child as a ploy or mode of communication. How else am I supposed to communicate with you if not through our son, through a letter, a tablet, or a phone call?
I've read all your tablet messages. If you got something you need to talk to me about, you put it in a message, I'll see it and I'll answer your call. Or maybe even write back, but I've never seen that.
You just said you do not answer a phone call because you do not want to. You said you do not respond to tablet because you do not want to.
Jesus.
You do not respond to the letters, therefore I have to ask you, regarding our son, you are putting our son in that position. Is that correct?
No. If you have something legitimate you want to talk to me about, then you let me know, and I will talk to you about it.
How would you know if it's legitimate or not? You don't answer. I would never, ever speak to you about anything in regards to anything
Wait
other
until
than
the
our
question
son.
is over. Okay, you may answer.
Once again,
you can write me a tablet message explaining the question, and then I can answer. Or two, just when you're on the phone with, have him say, hey, mom is going to call you up, blah, blah, and then you can call me about it. It's the...
When have you said, I don't understand why he can't just communicate as an adult and a parent to not have him put our son in the middle of this.
All right, next, ask a question, Miss Boone. Not argument. Ask a specific question.
Why do you allow... Why was your statement made that our son is upset after speaking to me on the phone? Do you know specifically why? Because you asked me or him?
Because he tells me. I can see him.
I'm asking you if he explained to you why he was upset.
Yes.
And why was that?
I mean, any number of different reasons. The way you talk to him, what you said to him, how you make him feel. I mean,
The
plethora of emotions that you corrupted.
Is it because you allow him to curse on the phone?
Do
I allow him to what?
The majority of the time, I will tell you this, which
You're
you
not
are
telling
unaware
anybody
of because you do not
anything, ma'am.
communicate with
You're
me.
asking a specific question. Ask a question.
Yes, Your Honor. Do you understand the majority of him being, in quotes, upset is because you withhold him coming to see me? And he has waited over 9 months now that he has the opportunity to, and you continuously lie to him and me about, in the court, filling out the applications.
Okay.
Not at all what he tells me. You specifically, the way you talk to him is what upsets him. And honestly, before yesterday, after you got done talking to him, he told me that he would prefer him being able to make the decision of when he wants to talk to you.
Yes, we spoke about that yesterday. And what he said to you was, it did not involve
All right. I'm going to sustain the objection. Move on to another topic.
So, in regards to telephonic communication, which is regular and has been, I wanted to find out if you understood that I know about his girlfriend, about his laughter and joking, about
None
his
of it. Ma'am, we're going to stay on topic with regards to the issues here, which are the proposed parenting plan regarding the sole responsibility, the modification of child support, and the modification of alimony. Your question on those issues is?
The sole, yes, Your Honor, the sole responsibility has not been since day one of me being incarcerated. He never asked me to be a part of
I'm
any
not asking
major
you for your
decision.
position, Miss Boone. I'm asking you, do you have any additional questions for Mr. Boone on those topics?
Have I ever purchased a gift or something for Lucas?
With your own
money?
Have I purchased any items for our son?
Well, I've purchased things that...
Well, I purchased it.
Hold on, stop.
I need some scope of what time period she's talking about.
All right, I'm going to sustain the objection. Re-ask your question, and you need to put a specific time period in your question.
Within the last month, what have I purchased for our son?
You
had somebody third party else, not you, buy him a record for his vinyl player.
Have I purchased previous items for Lucas?
You've
had a third party, not your money, not you, purchase some things for him. Yes.
What family members do I have to help pay?
Excuse me?
I'm sorry?
What'd you say?
My family members. Who is it that I can have help pay?
Philip's
the only person.
Why is that?
Because your older brother is not really capable of doing anything. And your mom and your dad are dead. And you don't get along with any of your other relatives.
Are my grandmother and grandfather deceased?
Well, I mean, you're almost 50 years old. Most people, their grandparents are deceased at that point.
All right, Miss Boone, what's the relevance of these questions?
Because they're trying to make me seem that myself and no one in my family is contributing to my son. And it's difficult when my family is deceased. And my brother is in the military on his 9th deployment in Israel. So
All right, ask your
whenever
next
it is,
question. Ask your next question. Any objections to her putting in?
I'd like to see it, and what she's specifically talking about.
All right. Which exhibit, Miss Boone?
The exhibit, please, my number 37 on my exhibit list for the uniform order, the GTL communication correct pricing.
All right. Give us a minute.
May I approach the clerk, Your Honor?
I'm sorry, exhibit 36.
Just a minute.
I have no objection.
All right, Miss Boone. Council has no objection to your exhibit, so I'm going to receive what was pre-marked as number 36 as respondent exhibit number 1.
Yes, Your Honor, that is to show, please, that it's 13 cents per minute for me to speak to my son on the phone. Also, the fact that he
Stop.
agreed.
Slow down just for 1 minute. Do you want Mr. Boone to see that document? Are you going to ask him a question about that document?
Yes.
All right, just give us 1 minute.
So it's 1 through 5.
Okay, so 135, so.
All right. Mr. Boone is taking a look at the document. Look, nope, he's going to keep it. All right. Do you have a question for him about the document?
You're trying to talk, I can't hear.
When you originally signed up for this account, in order to utilize the phone options, were you aware of the 13 cents per minute?
Yes.
Yes.
I have to pay for all the phone calls.
So you accepted the fact that it was 13 cents per minute?
You don't have
a choice. That's the only way to have phone calls in the jail.
It's simple yes, no. For most of my questions, it's just a simple yes, no.
Okay. What's the point of this questioning?
Because he's making it seem that it's very, very expensive phone call for me to speak to my son at just 13 cents a minute. And we don't utilize the whole 30 minutes each time. So by him setting up this phone account for the 13 cents per minute, every
All right.
phone call...
The court is taking note that it costs 13 cents a minute based on exhibit number 1. Your next question.
Okay. This is in regards to the exercising of overnights, where he stated that it was 30% about for my outages. Can you please explain to the court my complications on what an occasion of why I could not have 100% or 50% of my time?
Someone object, that's self-serving hearsay, what she said to him.
All right. I'm going to sustain the objection. Next question.
Did I ever explain to you the safety risk and danger of having my son come over on a particular date that it was mine?
Not really. I mean, kind of.
Really?
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, kind of, yeah, I guess. I don't know.
Most of the time when you had me come over there and pick him up, he was supposed to stay over at like 10, 11 o'clock at night. There was nothing wrong. It was just the two of you drinking and having fun, and I guess you didn't want him in there anymore.
Brian.
Next question, ma'am.
Did Lucas ever tell you that he likes being more at your house because of everything that you had and everything that I didn't have?
Someone objects, is that's a question based on hearsay.
Sustained. Next question.
Did you have more entertainment than I did?
Really? In all honesty, no. I mean, you had a computer. I had a computer. You had a TV. I had a TV. You've got open spaces to play in. I had open spaces to play in. You had a pool. I had a pool. I mean, yes, my house was a bit bigger than your apartment, but I mean, it's kind of the same things.
Do you understand what my criminal case was about?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Do you understand the domestic violence part of it?
No.
No.
Well,
yes.
yes, just not
from the side you think.
Did you watch my trial?
Yes.
Did you see the pictures?
I saw all the videos.
In regards to the children's rights, I would like to ask, please, number 6, where it says not to hear parents speak ill of each other, nor to have hear about the differences of the other parenting. Have you ever called me a murderer?
No.
In front of our son?
No.
Have you ever called me a killer in front of our son?
No.
You do realize you are under oath?
Yes,
There's a difference between calling you a murderer and saying you're being tried for murdering someone. Those are not the same thing.
Have you ever called me a murderer in front of our son?
Asked and answered, move on. Next question.
Have you ever made an attempt to find out contact information for me while I'm located here?
To say that again?
Have you ever attempted to find out contact information from me while I am located at DOC?
What contact information?
Should there be an emergency, have you ever tried to find out how to contact me?
I would call the jail and ask them. Or the prison.
So
Whichever
you do
one.
have a way of contacting me.
What's that?
So you do have a way of contacting me.
I have no idea. I don't know what their rules
Have you ever
are.
stated in text?
I don't
have you
know
ever
if I
asked
could get
me?
in contact
have you
with you.
Ever,
Maybe they could let you know. I don't know.
Have you ever made an attempt? Have you ever asked me?
Ma'am, what's the relevance to the issues that we're here on today, which is the relocation, proposed parenting plan, and the request to modify the child support? Actually, the child support is not an issue, but to modify alimony.
This is where I'm unclear, Your Honor. I'm not sure what exactly I'm supposed to be doing. Is this in regards to the parenting plan for relocation?
I've explained to you more than one time the issues that the court is considering today. You need to be asking questions regarding those issues. I will say them one final time. The issues are the petitioner's proposed parenting plan that was filed in relation to the verified petition for relocation, and then the request to stop alimony, and there's also a request for attorney fees. Those are the issues the court is considering. Those are the issues that you should be asking questions about.
I had no idea that the relocation parenting plan was even an issue, considering the fact that we agreed upon.
You have no idea when I've said it. I think this is the 5th time that I've said it.
Forgive me, Your Honor. For page 2 of the relocation for the parenting plan, it said that it will dramatically improve the economic circumstances of the petitioner and the minor child.
Okay, so I'm going to object as to relevance.
So that
I'll let her finish your question. I'm sorry. Finish your question. I'm sorry.
as part of the
All right, can anyone in the?
How has it improved your economic circumstances, considering the fact that you're, in quotes, not employed?
So now I'm gonna object, Your Honor, is the relocation was already stipulated to, so now irrelevant. Irrelevance.
All right, I'm going to sustain that. I'm going to sustain the objection again. Ask questions regarding the issue that I just gave you. We've already stipulated, you've already agreed to the relocation to Gainesville. Okay, so the only issue with regard to relocation is the proposed parenting plan.
So in the overall parenting plan, it started off with every other weekend from Friday evening until Sunday evening between the respondent and the minor child. How is any of this even applicable considering the fact that I'm at DOC?
I think that's the whole point of this, ma'am.
I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do. Am I supposed to object to it? Because I object to it.
We're here for a final hearing.
It doesn't make
Whether or
sense.
not you object to it is not relevant at this time. That the court is going to make a decision based on the evidence that is presented today. The court's question for you, do you have any additional questions for Mr. Boone regarding the proposed parenting plan, the request that the alimony be discontinued, or the request that the child support be discontinued, or the request for attorney fees?
If you could just give me a moment, please. Forgive me. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing with relocation. I think. For the relocation parenting plan, which I was not aware of was on our to-do list today, I thought it was the original parenting plan. I don't know where I'm supposed to do or how I'm supposed to answer this. How can I exercise every other weekend from Friday evening until Sunday evening between the respondent and the minor child?
You
Can't.
How can petitioner and respondent alternate winter break and Thanksgiving time sharing?
You can't.
You can't.
Why has this been proposed in regards to relocation when I am here?
I'm kind of confused.
All right, next question.
So, the amended parenting plan. It was my understanding that it is up to the child to have contact with through phone as regular as he would like to have. Is that correct?
I don't think so. I don't think that's
so.
what we're,
I don't think that's what we're
proposing.
We're proposing.
It says the parties will coordinate a weekly phone call between the child and the mother. After all regular, consistent phone calls that he and I have been having, now it's going down to one phone call?
Yes.
Yes.
Do you think that would be detrimental to him, or do you think that would be helpful?
No,
I think every weekend you can call them and catch up on how a school week went and everything like that.
Why are you doing that?
Because
I think that's all that's really necessary. And these phone calls are starting to add up.
So, in the past, we have been speaking to one another on a regular basis about everything. I have been included in his life because he is my son and he answers the phone calls and you pay for the phone call. Now, because of this, you're going to allow us one 30-minute phone call for an entire week.
No, you can
No,
have two phone
you can have
calls.
2 phone calls.
You can have two
back to back and talk to him for an hour. That's fine.
And
And I mean, if it's a birthday or a Mother's Day or a holiday, I mean, yes, there will be other things worked in, but I don't think you need 7, 8 phone calls a week. It's ridiculous.
Is that due to payment? Or because it's harmful to speak to him that many times?
Both.
How is that harmful?
Once again, I see him very upset at the way you talk to him all the time after phone calls.
When was the last time he was upset?
Probably about a week ago because you didn't call last week.
Do you know my schedule of work while I'm located at DOC?
No, of course I don't.
Why haven't you asked about it? To know that.
Because I
don't care.
Is it true that you just spoke to our son and told him that he has the authority to choose when to speak to me and how often?
No.
It's
He
his
told
decision.
me
He told me
he would like for it to work that way.
but it can't
It can't work that way. He's a minor.
Why do you not care?
Next question, ma'am.
I'm sorry, Your Honor.
We're way off target here. Move on to something else. If you're done, you're done.
Your Honor, thank you. Forgive me. Have you at all upheld any of the other items in the active parenting plan to date since of my incarceration?
For instance?
Yeah, I'm gonna object this overbroad. And
Sustained. Ma'am, you have to ask a different question.
Communication. Between parents, all communications regarding the child shall be between the parents.
Okay.
Jeremy, please unmute yourself.
Have I tried all possible forms of communication in regards to phone calls, tablet messages, handwritten letters, texts from outside resources, etc. to try to communicate with you in regard to communicating with you about our son?
Yes.
Yes.
Have you responded?
We've already been over this. Next question.
For the active parenting plan, it says it may be modified or varied on a temporary basis when both parents agree and sign it in writing. Have you signed or written anything, or have I?
What, to
What, to modify
That's what I'm trying to
it?
do.
That's what I'm trying to do.
yeah, I'm gonna object this.
When the parents do not agree, the parenting plan remains in effect until further ordered by the court.
All right, ma'am. Ma'am, you're beyond the issues we're here on today, okay? Next question on those issues that I've gone over with you over and over again.
Forgive me, I'm trying to do my best without knowing what I'm doing. For the objection to relocating, how soon before the actual relocation did you tell us?
All right, again, that's not relevant to the issues we're here on today. The relocation to Gainesville has already been determined, okay? Specific questions regarding the proposed parenting plan that was admitted into evidence as Exhibit 1. The request to stop the child support. the request to stop the alimony, and the request for the attorney fees. Do you have any questions? Any additional questions on those issues?
All right, Ms. Boone.
Yes, Your Honor. Is I don't know if you can answer this or not. I don't know. I just don't know about asking you. Is this are my questions after this? Is that the end of it? I mean, what if I don't know how much further this goes for me to be able to utilize my pretrial statement?
All right. As I've explained to you at the beginning of this process, I will do it again. The petitioner has the burden in this case. They get to call the witnesses. They get to introduce evidence, okay? Once they are done, then I turn over to you so that you can call any witnesses or you can provide any documents that you want the court to consider. I also want to say to you, it is now 3:06 p.m. We will not be going past 5 o'clock. So the more you continue to ask questions that are not on the issues that we've talked about today, the less time you will have to present your case.
Can anybody on the WebEx hear me?
Okay. In regards to attorney's fees, is hiring an attorney a choice?
Yes?
Yes.
Were the dollar amounts that you put in my commissary account considered voluntary?
They were partial payments to you, as we had discussed when you first got in there.
On your pretrial memorandum, they're stated as voluntary.
Right, objection, there's no question here.
Why? How many times that you can recall did I try to inquire about a guardian ad litem with you?
Objection, relevance.
All right, ma'am. Can you repeat your question for me?
How many times did I attempt to attain a guardian ad litem with him?
I'm going to sustain the objection. Next question.
Do you drink?
Yeah.
Yep.
How often?
Objection, relevance.
What's the relevance of how often Mr. Boone drinks?
Because he's making my, in quotes, drinking problem and blaming a lot of things on what happened to me. And I wanted to find out if he did or did not currently while he has our son.
You want to know whether or not he drank while he had the child.
Yes, if he drinks while he is in the presence of our child.
All right, I'm going to overrule, and I'm not letting this go too far astray. You can answer the question, sir.
I have had a drink in front of our child before.
Okay. Did you have a conversation for a split moment with our son the other day? So you had the understanding that he was asking about the application, that you do not live an hour and 20 or 30 minutes away. You came to the understanding, correct, that it's only 50 minutes away, 50.
I think
it's further than that when I did it on Google Maps.
Your Honor, I'm not sure what else I'm supposed to do, so I guess I'm ending whatever part I'm supposed to be doing.
All right. No redirect?
No.
We're going to stand in recess for 10 minutes, and we'll come back at 3:20 p.m.
All right. So Hey, well, the computer just did the blue screen of death where it says, hey, we've ran into a problem, 30% or whatever. So thankfully, it was at the end of the recording. I didn't have to do that entire thing over again. I think Sarah, in her evil, is somehow doing everything it can to stop this from happening. Just like yesterday, where it didn't record the first time. And now my computer, well, actually, yeah, my computer's probably just revolting against it. The one thing I wanted to say was how, how angry or how aggravated I am at just hearing myself play Sarah. That's number one. Like I'm sitting there getting angry at the version of myself that's playing Sarah. And two, just how little Brian actually talks on his cross-examination. There are periods and there were minutes go by where he doesn't say anything. So, anyway, yeah, this is that's what I recorded. I will keep working on the reenactment, and obviously won't look like this, but okay. Have a good night, everyone. And thank you, Futuristically Famous, for the $10 super chat.